Let us begin our new chapter, that is chapter number 3rd, Understanding Quadrilateral. Hello dear student, Jai Swaminarayan. Let us start our new chapter, that is chapter number 3rd, Understanding Quadrilateral. Dear student, now before starting this chapter, a few points you have to remember. Now, the first point says the sum of the measure of all the angle of the quadrilateral is always 360. Based on that, sums regarding angles of quadrilateral can be solved. Now, dear student, you all are very much aware what is quadrilateral. Four-sided figure are known as quadrilateral. Take for example, rectangle, or you can say square, kite, rhombus, parallelogram. All these figures are having four sides. These are the types of quadrilateral. Now, always remember the sum of the angle of quadrilaterals be 360. Now, in square also 360. When we will add all the angles in kite, it will give 360. In these rhombus, opposite angles are equal. The sum of all angle give 360, and in parallelogram also. Now, polygon. Polygon is a closed shape with straight side. Polygon means what? It is a closed shape with straight side. Take for example rectangle, triangle, hexagon, octagon are the example of polygon. Dear student, polygon means it is closed shape with straight side. Closed shape means these are the example of polygon. It has what? It is said it has a straight sides. See, all are having straight side, and it is closed from all the end. It is closed. That means it is known as polygon. Now after that we will see classification of polygon. Classification means the polygons are classified according to their number of edges. Means edges means these are the number of edges. Take for example, it can be a triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, like that, so on. Now, polygon are classified according to the number of sides or vertices they have. See, if the polygon have three sides, it is known as triangle. If the polygon has four sides, it is known as quadrilateral. It is a shape of trapezium, and trapezium is a type of quadrilateral. See, five-sided figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is known as pentagon. Six-sided figure is known as hexagon. Seven-sided figure heptagon or septagon. Eight-sided figure is known as octagon. Nine-sided figure is nonagon, and 10 sides figure is known as decagon. Now, dear student, let us move further. Paper is an example of plane figure. One plane surface is known as such. Paper is an example of plane figure. Flat surface it has. A plane figure formed by joining the number of points without lifting the pencil from the paper and without retracing any portion is called curved. Take for example, if the numbers of dots are there, and if we form a plane figure without lifting the pencil and without retracing, we are not overlapping, then it is known as a curve. A curve can be like this also, open curve. It is not retraced, it is not overlapping the line, so it is known as curve. Now the curve which cut itself is called a closed curve. Take for example, if a curve is going in this way and it is retracing the line, it retracing itself, so it is known as closed curve. Or if from one point, starting point, if we are coming toward again to the starting point, if ending and opening line connect each other, it is known as a closed curve. Now, a simple closed curve made up of only line segment called polygon. Now take for example simple closed curve. which is made up of line segment. Now, dear student, all these are the simple closed curve. They are made up of line segment, and whatever if it is made up of line segment, just now only we saw it is known as polygon. These are the types of polygon. Now, example given: triangle, it can be a rhombus, pentagon, and so on. Now, convex polygon has no portion of their diagonal in their exterior. This is not in the case with concave polygon. Now, dear student, let me explain what is concave and convex. Now, take for example, if I am drawing one figure over here of quadrilateral, whose diagonal is over here and another diagonal is over here. Now, here in this the diagonal get intersect with each other. It is known as convex quadrilateral. Convex means whose diagonal get intersect. See, if you want to remember, take this last letter convex. Convex means the diagonal will get intersect. Now, concave quadrilateral, it is said that this is not the case with concave polygon. Concave means what? Whose diagonal will not get intersect. Take for example, four-sided figures is there, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here the diagonal passes from the outside of the figure and the another diagonal is passing inside the figure, whose diagonal is never intersect. It is known as concave quadrilateral. That is why it is said that this is not the case with concave polygon. Now, next point, all the sides of regular polygon have equal length. They are equilateral and equiangular. Now, polygon whose all regular polygon have equal length, they are equilateral and equiangular. Now, dear student, all the sides of regular polygon, take for example 1, 2, 3. If all the sides are equal, it is known as equilateral triangle, and whose angles are also equal, that is 60 degree, 60 degree and 60 degree. That means it is known as equiangular triangle. Take for example square. Square whose all sides are same and all angles are also same, that is 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree and 90 degree. That means it is known as equiangular. Now, angle sum property means sum of the angle of quadrilateral is 360, as we saw earlier that whenever you will add all the angles of the quadrilateral, always you will get 360 degree. Now, the diagonal is line segment connecting two consecutive vertices of the polygon. Now, dear student, what is diagonal? Diagonal is what? Diagonal is a line segment connecting two consecutive vertices of polygon. Now, take for example, this one figure is over here. If I'll pass my diagonal from one point to another, and another diagonal I will pass from here and connecting to its opposite point. Now, it says that a diagonal is a line segment. It is one kind of line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices. Consecutive means what? The point which are adjacent. Non-consecutive means it connect two opposite point. Means if you start from here, it will come over here. It will not go over here. Means diagonal is what? Is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices. Two non-consecutive vertices means the vertices are opposite to each other. So that means it is known as diagonals. Now, the number of diagonal in a polygon of a side. Now, dear student, if you want to find the number of diagonal in a polygon, so you have to apply this formula. Means, suppose how many numbers of diagonal are there in a quadrilateral. So, you have to apply this formula. Now, take for example, quadrilateral having four-sided figure, as I told you. Now what you will write over here, the number of diagonal in a polygon of a side. Now n means what? You have to write the number of sides. The quadrilateral having four sides. So let us apply the formula over here, n minus 3 by 2. Now suppose if we have to find the diagonal of a quadrilateral. The quadrilateral having how many number of sides? 4. So write down 4 over here. 4 minus 3 by 2. 4 minus 3 means 1. And 2 2s are 4. That means what? Quadrilateral having two diagonals. Take for example pentagon. Pentagon is a five-sided figure, as we all know. 1 2 3 4 5. Five-sided figure. The number of sides are 5. So let us apply this formula, n minus 3 by 2. So 5, in place of n you have to write 5. Then 5 as it is. 5 minus 3 is 2. The 2 cut. That means what? Pentagon having 5 diagonals. 1 2 3 4 and 5, like that. Okay. Let us start our first exercise, that is exercise 3.1. Given here are some figure 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now we have to classify each of them on the basis of the following. Now simple curve, we have to find which are the simple curve. Simple curve means which never get intersect to each other. Take for example 1, it never get intersect. See the figure, it is not overlapping or over tracing. 1 2, two figures are there, so obviously you have to lift your hand. We need to find. Here it is overlapping, retracing, one above the other. So this one is simple curve, this also simple curve. Then this one, it is not overlapping and retracing. Then this one, then finally this one. This over here it is C. If you will start from here, so it will get connect with the starting point. So it is also not a simple curve. Now simple closed curve. The same example will come first, second, fifth, sixth and seventh. Then polygon. Polygon, as I told you, the definition of polygons. Polygons are made up of line segment only. The polygon, which figure you have to take? First, second, then this fourth. Rest are not made up of only line segment. You have to find the figure which is made up of only line segment 1, 2 and 4. Then convex polygon. Convex means whose diagonal will get intersect. So from all the above figure, only this figure I must say whose diagonal will get intersect 1 and 2. Here we will not get any diagonal intersect. Now concave polygon. Concave means whose diagonal not get intersect. So which are the figure? Concave, this first one and this fourth one, whose diagonal will not get intersect with each other. Let us start question number 2. How many diagonals does each of the following have? Now dear student, we have to find the number of diagonal in convex quadrilateral. Convex quadrilateral in the sense, the quadrilateral, you know which are the type of quadrilateral: rectangle, square, rhombus, parallelogram, kites. All these are the types of quadrilateral. And the quadrilateral whose diagonal get intersect is known as convex. As I told you, x, you have to remember this x. X means the diagonal should get cross. Now before finding the number of diagonal this quadrilateral have, we have to find the number of sides in quadrilateral. The number of sides in quadrilateral, how many sides are there in a quadrilateral, in any kind of quadrilateral? 4. So write down over here. That means n, value of n is 4. N is 4. Now write down the formula, number of diagonal. As I told you, what is the formula? N into n minus 3 by 2. This is the formula. So n, in place of n you have to write 4. In place of n you have to write 4. 4 minus 3 divides 2. 4 minus 4 into 4 minus 3 gives 1. 4 ones are 4 divides 2. So 4 divides 2 gives 2. So that means in quadrilateral there are 2 diagonals. See here. In any quadrilateral there will be a 2 diagonal. Now like regular hexagon. Hexagon means 6-sided figure. Regular means all sides are same. Now we have to find the number of diagonal in hexagon. The first we have to write the number of sides of regular hexagon. As we all know, hexagon means 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So write down 6 over here, that means n equals to 6. Now write down the formula, number of diagonal equals to n into n minus 3 divides 2. In place of n, you have to write down this value 6. 6 minus 3 divides 2. 6, that is 6 minus 3 gives 3 only. Then 6 into 3 divides 2, and 2 3s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. That means regular hexagon have 9 number of diagonal. Let's see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now let us see how many diagonal do triangle have. Do triangle have any diagonal? As we all know, triangle have 3 sides. To write down number of sides in triangle, 3. Now put the formula, number of diagonals equals to n minus 3 by 2. So in place of n, you have to write 3. Then in place of n, write down 3. 3 minus 3 divides 2. Write down this 3 as it is. Then 3 minus 3 gives 0, divides 2. And 3 zeros are always 0. And 2 as it is, 0 divides 2 gives 0. Means triangle do not have any diagonal. Now let us see question number 3rd. What is the sum of the measure of the angle of convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Now dear student, as we all know, any kind of quadrilateral, any type of quadrilateral, that is take it for example rectangle, square or trapezium or parallelogram or rhombus or kite, the sum of the measure of such angle is always 360. Whenever you make a sum of all the 4 angles, you should always get 360 degree. Now, is it hold if it is not a convex? Convex in the sense, what is convex? Convex means whose diagonal get intersect, and non-convex, that is concave, whose diagonal not get intersect. See here I had drawn one figure which is a concave quadrilateral. Here they are asking for not convex. Not convex is concave, means whose diagonal, one diagonal will pass from outside and another diagonal will pass inside only. So whose diagonal will not get intersect. So they are asking if the sum of the measure of convex quadrilateral is 360, is it possible in concave quadrilateral also? Yes. This property hold even if the quadrilateral is not convex. Means we can say this property hold even if the quadrilateral is concave. If it is not convex, that means even if it is concave, then also you will get the sum of the measure of the angle 360 only. How? Here, see, here the quadrilateral ABCD is a non-convex. Non-convex means it is concave quadrilateral. Then also you will get 360 degree only. When you will measure angle A, measure angle B, measure angle C, and measure angle D. This value you have to find and write down the value over here. When you will make an addition of all the angles, you will get 360 degree only. Now let us start our question number 4. Examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangle and the sum of the angle deduced from that. Now dear student, this first figure is of triangle. As we all know, triangle has 3 sides, 1, 2 and 3. And the sum of the measure of the angle of triangle is always 180 degree. Now here it is a figure in which it has 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we pass one line from here, so it's divided into 2 triangles. If the sum of the measure of one triangle is 180, that means sum of the measure of 2 triangle will be 2 into 180 will be 360. So this is how, that is 2 times of 180, that is 4 minus 2, that gives 2, and 2 into 180. Now 5-sided figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we draw a 2 line, so it's divided into 3 triangle. If one triangle is 180, so 3 times triangle. See, the formula is over here, 3 times into 180, that is 5 minus 2. That means what? This formula is generated. How? From the number of side, you have to subtract 2. And whatever the value you are getting, you have to multiply it with 180. Now 6-sided figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pass 3 line so that the figure will divide it into 4 triangle. So 4 times 180. See here. That means 6 minus 2 will give 4. 4 into 180. Now these are the value which is given. Now we have to find if there are 7 such sides. 7. That is heptagon or septagon. So number of n will be 7. Now sum of the interior angle means we are finding the sum of the measure of the angle of septagon. That is, or you can say it heptagon. Heptagon means 7-sided figure. So when you will make a sum of all the angle, how much you will get? Let us see. The formula says n minus 2 into 180. So n minus 2 means 7, that is 4-sided figure, 7-sided figure. 7 minus 2 into 180. So 7 minus 2 gives 5 into 180 means find number of triangles you will get in heptagon. 5 into 180 gives 900 degrees. When you will make a sum of all the angle, you will get 900. Now, if the figure is of 8 side, means 8 side, octagon. The sum of the interior angle of a polygon of 8 side, that is n minus 2 into 180. N minus 2 means 8 minus 2 into 180. 8 minus 2 gives 6. 6 into 180, 1080 degree. Means there should be, when you will make a sum of all the angles of octagon, you will get 1080. Now 10-sided figure. So sum of the interior angle of the polygon of 10 side, n minus 2 into 180, n minus 2 into 180, that is 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2 gives 8. 8 into 180 gives 1440 degree. Dear student, we used to, the value of this is how you are getting. This is the value, means of it is a sum of the angle. It is a sum of the angle of given figure. Now here, if the number of n is n only, means we don't know if any value 10, 12, 13, 14, any number of sides are there. So from that we need to find the value. How to find the value? That is sum of the angle of the polygon of n side. The same formula, n minus 2 into 180. That means n minus 2 into 180 only. Whatever the value, suppose if 11 sides are there, so you have to put 11. If 9 sides are there, you have to put 9 over here and subtract 2 from it and multiply 180 with it. And you will get the sum of the interior angle of a given polygon. Let us see question number 5. What is a regular polygon? State the name of a regular polygon of 3 sides, 4 sides, 6 sides. Dear student, regular polygon means whose the measure, that is length of all the line segments are equal. Suppose if it has 3 sides, means, so what is the name? Suppose all the 3 sides, see, all the 3 sides, 1 side, 2 side and the 3rd side. And if it has all the, if the length of the all sides are equal, then it is known as equilateral triangle. So write down over here, the polygon having 3 equal sides is equilateral triangle. Now the polygon having 4 equal sides. 4 equal sides means 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what figure we are getting? It's a square. So polygon having 4 equal side, regular means equal side, is a square. Then 6 sides. 6 sides means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The polygon having 6 equal sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It is known as hexagon. It is known as regular hexagon. Polygon having 6 equal side is a regular hexagon. Now let us start question number 6. Find the angle measure x in the following figure. Now dear student, here this is the figure of one type of quadrilateral, that is we can say it's a trapezium. Now as we all know, quadrilateral having 4 angle, and sum of the measure of quadrilateral means when we will add all the angle, it should be 360 degree. Now everywhere one angle is missing. Here also out of 4 angle, one angle is missing. Let us name it as x. We need to find the value of this x. So first you have to write down the sum of the interior angles of quadrilateral equals to 360. Interior angle means or whatever the angle which are inside the figure. 4 angles gives 360. So now you have to make a sum of all the angles including this value of x, and you have to equalize with 360. So let us start. 50 plus 50 plus 130 plus 120 plus x. So let us write it over here. X plus 120 plus 130 plus 50, which is equals to sum of all the interior angle of quadrilateral equals to 360. Then you need to add whatever the angle which are given. 120 plus 130 plus 50 gives 300, plus write down this x as it is. Then what you need to do, you have to bring this 300 toward your right. So write down x as it is, write down this 360 as it is. Now transpose this 300 toward your right hand side. So write down transposing 300 to RHS. Now while transposing, positive 300 will become negative 300. Then 360 minus 300 gives 60 degree. So that means the value of x, whatever the missing angle, its measure is 60 degree. Now let us see another sum. Here also one kind of figure is there. Quadrilateral only 4 angles are there. 4-sided figure 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in which 2 values are missing. Only 2 angles are given. So first of all you write down sum of the interior angles of quadrilateral. As you all know, it is 360. Then write down x plus 70 plus 60. Then what about this angle? Now dear student, this symbol is of 90 degree. If one side is 90, obviously the another side angle will also be 90 degree only. If this angle is 90 degree, this also. Take for example, if I am drawing one line, and if one line intersecting the another line at a 90 degree perpendicular bisector, and if one angle is 90 degree, so obviously the another angle will also be 90 degree. So we will consider this angle which is inside this quadrilateral as 90 degree. So write down 90 degree over here. Now what is left? This x is left. Now make an sum of whatever the angles given, that is 70 plus 60 plus 90 gives 220. That is x plus 220 equals to 360. Now take this 220 toward your right. So it will become negative. So x equals to 360 minus 220. Write down transposing 220 to RHS. Now 360 minus 220 gives 140 degree. Now let us move toward our next sum. See dear student, it is one kind of pentagon whose 2 angles are same, x and x, and inside this figure, that is a pentagon, obviously 4 angles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 5 angles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Pentagon means 5-sided figure and 5 angles are there. But here 2 angles are missing. So how to solve such? First write down it is a pentagon. Means number of angles. How many angles are there? 5. Now 5 angles are there. Now in our previous sum here, both the sums are of quadrilateral. So that is why we had written the sum of the interior angle of the quadrilateral 360. But what about this pentagon? So you have to apply that our question number fourth formula, that is n minus 2 into 180 degree. N minus 2 into 180 degree. As we all know, that is first we have to find the sum of the interior angle of pentagon equals to how much? That is n minus 2 into 180. And we found 5-sided figure means 5 minus 2 into 180. 5 minus 2 gives 3, and 3 into 180 gives 540. Now dear student, we need to add all this angle 30 plus x, then these two angle. How to find these two angle? Now first you write down interior angle of pentagon 30, then x and x degree. Then how you will get this value? You will get this value through linear pair. When see linear pair means see these two adjacent angle, this angle plus this angle always equals to 180 degrees. Sum of linear pair always equals to 180 degree. So what I will do, interior angle of pentagon, now 180 I will, from sum of this both angle is 180. So from 180 if I will subtract 70 degree, so I will get 110 over here. And same way, this is one kind of linear pair, these two angle. Sum of linear pair is always 180 degree. So if I'll subtract 60 from 180, I will get 120 over here. So write it over here. Now as I got all my angle, that is here it is 110 and here it is 120. Now what I need to do is I have to add all the value so that we can easily find the value of this x. Now sum of the interior angle of pentagon just now only we found, that is 540. Previously in quadrilateral it was 360. Sum of the measure of the quadrilateral, sum of the measure of all the angle of quadrilateral is 360 degree, but the sum of the interior angle of pentagon is 540. Now write down, you have to add one by one all the angle. Therefore 30 plus x plus 110 plus 120 all gives, sum of all gives 540. Then x plus x, that is 2x, 30 plus 120, 110 plus 120 gives 260 equals to 540. Then 260 you have to take it toward your right hand side. While transposing, positive will become negative. That is 2x equals to 540 minus 260. That is 2x equals to 280. Now as we need to find the value of x, so here 2 is there, so I have to eliminate this 2. So I have to divide this 2x with 2. Whatever value I am taking toward my left, same value you have to take toward your right. So 2x divide 2 and 280 divides 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. That means 280 divided by 2 gives 140. So that means the value of x is 140. So here 140 and here also 140 will come. And 140, 140, 280. Then if you will add rest of the angle, you will get 540. Now let us see sum number D. Here it is a regular pentagon, 1 2 3 4 5 sided figure. Regular means all sides are equal and all angles are equal. And pentagon value, sum of the interior angle of the pentagon, just now only we found, it is not a regular pentagon. It is a regular pentagon whose all the sides and angles are equal. Now sum of the interior angle of the pentagon, that is 5 n minus 2 into 180, that is 5 minus 2 into 180, that is 3 into 180, 540. Means the sum of all the angle, when you will add all the angle, you will get 540. But dear student, as we need to find the value of x, means how many angles are there? 5. So very simple, if you'll divide 540 by 5, you will get the value, that is 180. Now what you need to do is write down as it is sum of the interior angle of the regular pentagon, that is x plus x plus x plus x plus x gives 540. Then x plus x plus x plus x plus x, that is 5x equals to 540. So to eliminate this 5, so 5x should be divided by 5. So here also 540 you have to divide by 5. So 5 and 5 will get cancelled, and 540 divided by 5 gives 108. That means the measure of each angle is 108. So when you will add 108, 108, 108 and so on, so you will get 540 degree. Let us begin question number 7. First one. Now one figure is the triangle, and we have to find the value of x plus y plus z. Everywhere see here x, y and z, sum of these three angle. But we found that all these x, y and z are in the exterior of this triangle and the values are not given. So first we have to find those value. Now as we all know that x plus 90, these two are the linear pair. Means when one line passing the another line, or whether it is straight or slant, that is not perpendicular and this is perpendicular, the sum of these two angles are always 180 degree. So here also x plus 90 is equals to 180. In bracket you write down linear pair. Now to get the value of this x, what I will do, I will take this 90 toward my right, that is transposing 90 to right hand side. Positive will become negative. 180 minus 90 gives 90 only. That means the value of x is 90 degree. I got the value of x. Now same way you will find the value of z. Z plus 30, that is sum of linear pair, that is this angle and this angle, is always equals to 180 degree. Now when we will transpose this 30 toward your right, the positive will become negative. 180 minus 30 gives 150. Then how to find this value of z? Now dear student, see here, sum of the measure of the interior angle is 180. So 90 plus 30 is 120. Now what is left? From if you 60, that is 180 minus 120 is 60, and 60 through linear pair you can easily find the value of y. Or you can take the value of this another condition, that is let us do it over here. One triangle is over here and one angle is over here. Now how to get this value of this exterior angle? So you have to find, if these two angles are given, that is 30 and 90. So you just need to add 30 plus 90, that is 120. That means the formula says that exterior angle is, this one is exterior angle. Exterior angle is equals to sum of it interior opposite. Interior opposite means these two angles are opposite to this angle. You will not take this angle. Take for example, suppose your exterior angle is over here. So its interior opposite angles are these two. You need to add these two angles, so automatically you will get the value of this exterior angle. The same way here also, this is exterior angle and these two are the its interior opposite angle. If you add these two value, that is 30 plus 90 is 120. So 120 you will get over here. Now all the value, that is say 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30, in bracket you write down exterior angle is equals to sum of interior opposite angle. This exterior angle is equals to sum of interior opposite angle. Now we got all the value, that is x 90, y 120 and z is 150. Now what you need to do, whatever they had asked, find x plus y plus z. So x plus y plus z equals to 90 plus 120 plus 150 gives 360. Now let us see another question. Here one kind of quadrilateral is given. 4 angles are there and 4 exterior angles are there. X, y, z, w. And we need to find the value sum of x, y, z, w. Now first let us find the value of z through linear pair. So z plus 60 is equals to 180. Z plus 60 equals to 180. Then transpose this 60 toward your right hand side. So positive 60 will become negative. 180 minus 60, that gives 120 degree. We got the value of z 120 degree. Then find the value of x. Again 120 plus x equals to 180, that is linear pair. Transpose this 120 toward your right. So 180 minus 120 gives 60. The value of x also we got 60 degree. Then y, value of y, that is y plus 80, sum of linear pair is always equals, sum of the angle of linear pair always equals to 180 degree. So y plus 80 equals to 180, transposes 80 toward your right. So 180 minus 80 gives 100 degree. So here also got 100 degree. Now what is left? This w. How to find the w? Now dear student, if you'll consider here its interior opposite, sorry, it's another pair, both pairs are missing. How to find the value of w? So let us consider this angle as an A. Now what I will do, as I know that sum of the measure of all interior angle of quadrilateral is always equals to 360 degree, means sum of all this angle equals to 360. So what I will do, I will add A plus 60 plus 80 plus 120 equals to 360. See, A plus 60 plus 80 plus 120 equals to 360. Then 60 plus 80 plus 120 gives 260. Then transpose this 260 toward your right hand side. So 360 minus 260 gives 100 degree. The value of A is 100 degree. So write down over here 100. Now I can easily get the value of W. Means W plus 100. See here, that is W plus A equals to 180. W plus 100 equals to 180. Transpose this 100 toward your right hand side. 180 minus 100, that is 80. Means value of W I will get 80. If this one is 100, obviously this will going to be 100 and 80. 100 plus 80, 180. Now here they had asked we need to add x plus y plus z plus w. As we got the value of z 120, value of y 100, value of x 60 and value of w as 80, we need to add all the value. So 60 plus 100 plus 120 plus 80 always gives 360 only. Do subscribe my channel for latest updates.